Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, for you guys, is a Just Cause video. I know, pretty crazy, right? I haven't covered Just Cause in a while, so before I get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been subscribing and liking and commenting and all that shite, because it does mean a lot to me. I know I don't say it every single time, but, thank you for everyone who, really enjoys the content. And also, hey, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And hey, also, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. Very does much help. So anyway, the footage you're going to be seeing here is Just Cause 4 gameplay. I was playing a little bit, and then I switched over to Alan. Of course, we hung out for a few hours a few days ago, so he played for a little bit. So you're going to be seeing spliced footage of both of our content here. But yeah, so Just Cause 5 is pretty missing, because Just Cause 4 came out in 2018 to pretty trash reviews in the beginning. They did update the game, but, Just Cause has never been a franchise to necessarily be that of, triple A, and it is triple A, but you know what I mean? Like, when people think of, like, triple A, they think of, like, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, hell, even Lego games. And Just Cause never really falls under a lot of people's triple A expectations. And, they are, like I said, triple A titles, meaning that they have a big budget behind them. But, Just Cause 1, when it came out, 2006 or something, I played it. I had it on 360. It was okay. Of course, playing it now, it's really effing old and kind of trash, but, it was the starting foundation of the franchise. Just Cause 2, I do own. I have it on 360, and, of course, I play it on my Series X. Still locked at 30 FPS and all that, but it looks good. It runs pretty well, and it's a very fun game to play, especially for, 2010, something like that. And then, of course, 2015, we had Just Cause 3, which was my favorite until Just Cause 4. Now, the reason why is because Just Cause 3, of course, on, base Xbox One and base PS4, it ran like dog cheeks. And when I mean dog cheeks, I mean hoop. Because, I don't know if you noticed, but, back when my YouTube channel started, like way back when, the first couple videos I ever put on the channel were some Just Cause 3 gameplay with Alan, and I was playing it on my base Xbox One, and it ran like poop. I mean, it was like a freaking slideshow. I mean, Rico Rodriguez was moving like a snail on opioids. I mean, he was not going anywhere fast, and it was very much a boring experience. Now, on Series X, I'm thankful that it, runs at a 30 FPS stable rate, but when Just Cause 4 came out in 2018, right, for me at least, it was very fun, because I had a doctor appointment that day. I was stressed out of my goddamn mind, and my blood pressure was too high because white coat bullshit syndrome, and they're like, you can't leave the doctors, sir, you can't leave, and I'm like, I just got a video game, man, I want to play Just Cause 4. Finally, I got home, and I played Just Cause 4. And lo and behold, I kind of hated it, because the motion blur setting was stuck at 100. I don't know if you remember that, but it was a big controversy back in the day where, Just Cause 4, when it initially released, the motion blur setting was stuck at 100, like I said, and it was very motion sickening. Well, it was effing sickening. I don't get motion sick playing any video games, Minecraft, No Man's Sky. Hell, I don't even get sick in VR. But for some reason, Just Cause 4 really, I didn't puke, but there were people online that were saying, hey, they're getting sick. Literally, people were throwing up because of Just Cause 4's motion blur. And thankfully, they patched it. They may have had a few rough spots. Now I play with zero motion blur. In fact, my gameplay here that you're watching has zero motion blur in it. But it was just kind of a messy launch. The character models were kind of rigid and weird looking. In fact, to this day, I don't know if you noticed, but there's certain rocks in the game where it looks like Minecraft, like beta. Like, it's just a bunch of effing, like, squares and pixels and crap. It looks horrible. So, none of the Just Cause games are necessarily the best things since sliced bread, so to speak, but they're fun. That's the point. They're not as, well-made as Grand Theft Auto or, hell, even some Lego games, but to be honest, they're fun as heck, and I really, really enjoy them. All three. I don't play Just Cause 1 anymore, but 2, 3, 4, even though Just Cause 3, 2's a little old, 3, you can't change motion blur, and 4, some of the pop-in is a bit random, as you're seeing here. It's kind of bad with pop-in, but it's a fun franchise to play. And I think that point is pretty much clear by everyone who has, played it. I mean, you just play as a guy with a grappling hook, wingsuit, effing parachutes, and you're just blowing crap up and shooting guys. I mean, it's just the ultimate epic, action-adventure, make-your-own-story kind of game. And a lot of people are wondering, where the heck is Just Cause 5? Because, again, 4 came out in 2018. Now, we might actually have some news on that. Again, I just wanted to give a little bit of a recap on, my history with Just Cause. But I'm going to try to link this article down in the description below, so if you want to go read it for yourself, it is there. So I am at what is Game Rant. And essentially, what happened was one of the guys who works at Square Enix, who is the company, the devs that make Just Cause, I'm going to completely F his name up, but Yosuke Matsuda, he said, and I quote, "We want to focus," this was a recent investor shareholding call, by the way, "we want to focus on creating new titles that align with our strategy, including ones that leverage new IP. The Just Cause franchise will remain our main, or our IP, and we are working at developing a new title in the franchise." So, I don't know if that is Just Cause 5. I don't know if that's like a Just Cause. Oh, I think they had like a mobile game or something. It was kind of weird, but yeah, man, it's just a jacked up kind of thing, because a lot of people are wondering where the heck is. And if you heard that, by the way, that was me slamming my headset into the computer, so that was fun. But a lot of people are like, where is this game? And apparently we're getting it. Again, it's not confirmed Just Cause 5, but it is confirmed that we're getting a new game in the franchise, and I'm freaking all for that, man. Again, I love them to death. They're very, very fun games, and hopefully, I think a lot of people, are kind of asking that question: where is Just Cause? And quite frankly, why are they making another one? They don't make a whole lot of money. They're not too great with critics. Gamers play them because they're fun little games, but for the most part, they're not the most, like I said, AAA games out there. And really, it's just because, they're fun. But Just Cause 5 is coming, apparently, or, another variation of that. And if they can manage to make a good story, because that's, I think, where the Just Cause franchise kind of poops out on me, is the story. Every freaking time they have a new Rico voice actor, and every other time it's just complete, the story just, it doesn't matter. I do a few missions, because you have to at certain games to, unlock shite, but really it's just, okay. There's no point in the story. Like, who cares? They're not investing. They're not really that well voiced. Just Cause 2 has god awful voice acting. So you ask yourself, why even freaking bother? Just give us an open world game with no story. And that's where I think players are sometimes kind of wrong. Is that I think there should be a story in Just Cause 5 or whatever it's going to be, but just make it worth playing. Make me give a damn about Rico and all these characters and all these Medici and Solis and all these Panau Islands, just make me care about the settings we're in to more of an extent that I have before. And I think if you can make a good story with very good graphics, because one of the big issues with Just Cause 4, the game you're seeing, is that the graphics are kind of poopy, even on a Series X. They're not that good compared to 3. So I think that if you have a good story, you have good graphics, it runs at 60 FPS, which obviously it will, because they're making it for PS5 and Series X and PC and all that. I think the Xbox One days are slowly getting behind us, which, kind of sucks, because you can make a freaking video in and of itself talking about how the PS5 and Series X is nowhere to be found. But I do think that, this franchise is worth getting on a new console, especially the Series X and PS5. So I think that, again, nail everything that was kind of trash. Graphics, make them better. Story, make it worth caring for and worth playing through. Make the, open world, of course, make it as big as you want, but have stuff to do in it. Give me those respawning enemies. That's great. I love that stuff. Respawning enemies is one of my favorite things in video games ever, because it keeps the game alive. There's nothing worse than playing a Far Cry game and having a great effing time, and you get all these cool guns, and then you finish the game, and it's like, here's the big open world to explore, but you already killed everyone, so you're just running around the forest like an idiot with a bunch of assault rifles and shotguns, shooting pigs and birds. So, I think that's a good element. But again, I just cannot wait for the next Just Cause game of the franchise. Again, hopefully it's actually good, or at least better than what they had before. Again, I love them. They're fun, dumb games to play, but if they really want this franchise to be at the caliber of, say, GTA or even some LEGO games or any other, AAA open world title, make the gameplay better, make the story better, make the graphics better, make it run good, because again, that was one of the big issues with 3, and again, just really put a lot more oomph and care into it. Don't take, don't push the game out unbaked. Keep it in the oven. Metaphorically, don't actually burn your disc, but keep it in the oven so that it is, quote unquote, baked and not high baked, but well done, so to speak. Make sure it's good and worth effing playing, and don't be another Cyberpunk or a GTA Definitive Edition or whatever, all the crap games that are coming out recently. So that's what I really think is going to happen. Yes, apparently we're getting a new Just Cause game, which is good to hear. But if they wanted to succeed, I really hope they make it worth playing and actually take their time and not just rush it out for Christmas sales or whatever. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Just Cause 4 gameplay and my little talk about the series and apparently the new next game in the title. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well, and I will have this Game Ranks, Game Rant article down in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, and I cannot wait for the Just Cause franchise to continue and hopefully be just as awesome, if not better, than it is now. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.